This is Beamer Sooner. How's everybody doing? Today, I would like to try out my new GoPro HERO4 Black, which I have mounted up here to my helmet on the chin. That's where my HERO4 Silver used to be mounted. But I have since delegated that one to secondary camera status, and it is now located right there on my handlebars. Now, that mounting location isn't set in stone. I can move it around, but I always want to have the one on my chin. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Gotta have it on the chin. But anyways, I just got this HERO4 Black Edition camera today. Well, actually I got it yesterday, but haven't really played with it. It is a certified refurbished. That is a big spider I just saw there. It is a certified, factory certified refurbished camera. I got it off of eBay. Everything appears to be functioning fine. Haven't had any issues with it. Everything looks great on it. It's actually in better condition than my Silver, and I've taken really good care of it. It has, but you know, this one's in great condition. So saved a couple $100, so you can't beat that. Now the HERO4 Black Edition has some extra, you know, video recording modes. Obviously everyone knows that, most people know anyways, that it has the 4K 30 FPS mode, which is awesome if you want to do 4K video. I have a mirrorless camera, still camera, that you can do 4K 30 FPS, and it can actually do the Cinema 4K, which is, I forgot the exact name, but it's a little wider, same pixel height but more width, and it can do it at 24 frames per second. It can pretty much do most of the modes the GoPro can. It can do 60, 120, things like that, but it doesn't do the faster rates that the GoPro can do at lower resolutions. But anyways, got some golfers out here. But the main reason I purchased this camera is I would like to do, you know, obviously 2 cameras while I'm motovlogging, because I really don't like doing jump cuts. It looks really awkward on a motorcycle, but sometimes I would like to cut from you know, one scene to another, or if there's a pause, awkward pause, I can edit that out, and instead of just having a jarring jump, you know, of just a few seconds, even just a couple seconds, it's kind of jarring. But if you cut from one camera to the other, it's not so bad. Also, I can talk with my hands, and I can switch to the different camera, do some cool stuff there. But y'all get to see me now. Not that that's exciting or anything, it's just, it's for me. I mean, I don't do this for other people. I'm not going to be a famous moto vlogger. No, I don't even have any dreams of that. Don't even care, you know, for any of that. I just do this for my own purpose. Kind of a way for me to keep track of things and just, I don't know, kind of put my thoughts out there on various subjects. And I love to ride, I love to mess with technology, so see what I can come up with. Lots of gravel here. Let's see if we can cut across here. Actually a nice day. It's overcast, but it's supposed to be, at least I thought it was supposed to be a good day, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it turns out. But temperature wise, it is, let's see here, 68 degrees, feeling pretty good. But it's a cool 68. It's cooler than I usually think of 68 being. I'm not, maybe it's just the moisture in the air normally would make it humid and hot, you know, even, but right now it's making it where, I don't know, it just feels cool. Although 68 would never be considered a hot temperature, but it's kind of the temperature I prefer when I'm working, you know. But it feels great out here. Really feels good. Cannot complain at all. So I'm just gonna go straight here. So yeah, the main reason, to get back to what I was talking about earlier, the main reason I wanted to get the HERO4 Black Edition is it can obviously do some more higher quality, that works. It can do some higher quality video modes. I already mentioned the 4K. That's fine, but I prefer to use 60 frames per second because for me personally, it feels smoother. It's not as shaky, especially on a motorcycle where oftentimes you have stuff on the side that's moving pretty quick, even if I'm not going that fast, and it doesn't look very good to me personally, unless you have a slow shutter speed, which you can't really adjust in the GoPro anyways on video. Unless it's like low light, then it'll automatically go to a slower shutter speed. But then you get motion blurring, which looks kind of cinematic, but it doesn't really work that well, in my opinion, for motovlogging. I prefer 60 frames per second. To me, that looks better. That's the sweet spot. Now, I can already do 1080p at 60 frames per second on my HERO4 Silver. So why Beamer Sooner? I can't even fucking say my name. Why Beamer Sooner would you want the HERO4 Black if that's the mode you record in? Well, I'll tell you why. I want to record in 2.7K. I would love to do 4K 60, but that's kind of unrealistic. But it's I can do the 2.7K at 60 frames per second, and what that allows me to do is it allows me more freedom on cropping the video, but more importantly, I can scale it, downscale it, and downscaling will generally give you a better quality image. Now, uploading to YouTube, is that all that important? Probably not. Personally, I think YouTube seems to give better bitrate, or at least a better quality to certain people based on their viewer numbers, because I can upload a very high bitrate video and it'll take me forever to upload it, and YouTube will just rape it and it will look horrible. But some people, their videos look so bad. So I don't know. Maybe I need to mess around with my encoding settings a little more and find what works for me. But anyways, so that's the idea. I want to be able to record 2.7K at 60 frames per second. Now, my Silver, which is mounted on my bars, as I said, the one that you can see my ugly mug in, that one can only do 60 frames per second at 1080p max. So I'll just leave that. That's fine. It's pretty stationary. You don't have to do much stabilization with it, not near as much. So I don't really mind that. On the one that's on my helmet, you know, I look around, I do different things. My head moves a little more, you know, and it needs some stabilization. And occasionally, I don't always do stabilization, but it can be fun sometimes. But I can do stabilization on it. When I use the 2.7K, it gives me some ability to crop out some of the sides to smooth out that video so it does not have that crazy shakiness. That's the in-game goal anyways. We'll see how it works in practice. Just not really sure. If that camera angle works out well, we'll just have to see. It might get too much of my tank bag in there. Might have to angle it up more. I mean, if it gets the tank bag a little bit, there's nothing I can do about it, really. As long as it's not too distracting. At least it's not blocking the middle of the screen if it is, you know, in the view. I'm sure it's in the view a little bit. I might be able to get a little piece to raise it up, the camera up higher. We'll just have to see what works. Experiment a little bit. Just like college, huh? Right? Right? Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Really? Really? I started off in second? Really? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Well, I'm an R-tard. Occasionally. And I do things like that. No big deal. I don't really care. So, my dumbass bought this cool microphone and everything. Not an expensive one, but you know, I was going to fix a microphone up to record the exhaust sound of my motorcycle, so I can kind of have that as a second track to work from on my audio. And my dumbass ordered one that's got the four, you know, they had the little connectors, and there was the little metal rings inside of it, and that's, you know, where it connects inside. And if it has four, that's typically for when you have headphones plus a mono microphone. Typically just a stereo microphone will have three, you know, because you have left, right, and then ground. But I ended up ordering this one that's made for cell phones, and it's got the four instead of the three, and it does not work with my computer. I haven't tested it with the GoPro just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it won't work on there either. We'll just have to see, but I'm pretty sure it won't work. But that's okay! Why am I yelling at you? Because I can. That's what I do. Weird shit that makes no... die. What was I saying? I don't know, I'm drunk. I'm just kidding, I am not drunk. I'll tell you what though, that boy ain't right. That Bobby, he gets on that there motorcycle and he rides all over the place and he just causes all kinds of hell. I mean, it's just not safe to be riding on two wheels. I mean, what in the hell? It's just un-American. Unless you're riding a Harley Davidson. I'll tell you what, you ride one of them Japanese, European bikes, that's just not American. You gotta ride yourself a Harley Davidson. And I don't want to hear a damn thing about Indians. Because down here in Texas, all we ride is Harley Davidson. And that's about the way it is around here in Oklahoma, too. Harley or get the fuck out. And you know what I say? Thank you. I will get the fuck out and ride something that I want to ride, that is comfortable for me, and so on. So here I am. Beamer sooner, not Harley sooner, not Hawk sooner. Beamer fucking sooner.